Hello everybody, this is Animals Healthcare. Have you ever asked yourself that when should you feed your baby kittens or start let them to try kitten wet food? And is there any notice or tip about that? So today, let's continue watching this video and I'm going to share you guys some of my experience when I have my baby kitten to try kitten wet food. Okay, let's enjoy it. You know that kittens usually receive fully caring from their mom during the early stage of their life. And their mom will also design and teach them to eat naturally and at the right time in their life. But what about the motherless cats and kittens? When can they start learning to eat? If you are raising a motherless kitten, so the best time to practice eating is about 4 to 5 weeks old. And at this time, their teeth have been developed full and have to get know the food through the smell. Okay, so the first method is making wet food for your kittens. By mixing some common food like chickens, eggs, pumpkin, carrots and many others, you can make a great kind of kitten wet food with the high levels of nutrients for your kittens. And this kind of food also have a good smell that will be very attractive to your kittens. And you can use a tiny spoon or a small dish to help your kitten to eat. And give them a small amount of food first before adding more for them. And trying wet food doesn't mean that they have to stop eating milk. That means you can try to help them eat the wet food at the same time and also feeding them the milk. And they can continue to eat both of them until 3 months. So that time you can stop feeding them the milk. Okay, and you know that mixing and making the wet food for your kittens will be a very great experience for you, because just like you have a baby and you make the food for your babies, that will be very great, right? But the second, if your kittens does not like the smell of the wet food, because the wet food have a very strong smell, and you can try the second method, that is using solid food. But normally, you know that pet feeders will let their kittens eating solid food after 3 months old. That's right. But in this case, we will use chicken boiled as their solid food. You know why? Because solid food like chicken will have a very special kind of smell, that is chicken boiled. But that will not include enough nutrients for your kittens. So that we should use nutrient gels to mix with chicken boiled, so that we will have a mix between them. And this kind of food will not have the special smellings as wet food, but it will have specific smelling of chicken boiled, what cats really like. Okay, so let's try it at your house with your kittens. And finally, of course, you can buy kitten food that is selling in every stores around your city. And they are also great choice for your kittens, but make sure that those food is suitable for your kittens. Please check their requirement age for eating before buying and feeding your kittens. Remember this. There are some tips, notice, and some of my experience after trying to have my baby kittens. Exactly, they were orphaned kittens, to try the wet food and try the dry food. And I really hope that this information is useful for you guys if you are also feeding baby kittens and they are going to eat by themselves. Okay, so if you have any other tips or experience for helping baby kittens to try the wet food or try the dry food, okay, so please share it and comment under this video. Sharing is the best way for us to improve together. Thank you so much. So this is Animals Healthcare, and we are trying to rescue and take caring for as much as animal in Vietnam. So thank you so much for following and support us. Any sharing and watching from you guys will help us a lot to continue rescuing animals. And exactly, absolutely, any donation from you guys will help us a lot to maintain our guest house and feeding our kittens. Okay, so see you in next videos and next rescue of Animals Healthcare.